Tube notchers are overrated. I personally have the Rogue Fab one, and it is actually phenomenal. If you have the money for something like this, I definitely recommend you buy it, especially this one. It's awesome. It'll cut any notch in any angle. What I'm getting at here is before I had this tube notcher, I thought, oh my God, once I get my tube notcher, I'm going to run through these cages like butter. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be beautiful. This, that, and the third. And I find myself using it a little bit less than I thought I would. Now, for certain notches like this one and that one and those guys right there, it's phenomenal. It makes the work very easy and very fast. But then you have notches like these ones, which that Rogue Fab notcher can probably accomplish. But this is very complicated. This tube is bent here. This tube is bent here. It's a funky angle. It's hard to get an angle finder in there and find the right area. It's hard to find the right distance. So I really find myself doing certain notches by hand still, and over time I've actually gotten better at doing them by hand. And what I'm saying is, if you think you need a tube notcher to fabricate roll cages, you really don't. You can do a lot with a grinder. A grinder and a tool like this one from Centurial Tools will get you very far in fabricating a roll cage, and you're not losing as much time as you think making these notches by hand, because I obviously made some complicated ones, and I'm sure if I started making all of my notches by hand, it wouldn't be as terrible as I once thought it was. And I think it's just because over time and with practice, I've gotten better at making them by hand. The more you do it, the more you know where you have to cut to accomplish certain things and certain movements of the bar. Like I said, if you can afford it, buy a good one. Don't buy some cheap shit. I tried the Harbor Freight one myself, and it's absolute trash, and you got to modify it and this and that. If you have the money to drop some coin on a nice one, do it. It's phenomenal. But if you don't, get out there and build shit with a grinder. You can do it. I promise you. Thank you all for watching. Se la lavan.